There is a growing economic crisis. 40% of Americans say they live beyond their means. 45% of college students are in credit card debt, the average credit card debt being more than $3,000. The number of 18 to 24-year-olds declaring bankruptcy has increased 96% in 10 years. In 2002, more people filed for bankruptcy than graduated from college in that year. Financial illiteracy, an unprepared workforce. Who will lead the next generation? Our community service project, Junior Achievement BIZTOWN, to inspire and prepare young people to succeed in the global economy.
Responsibility, citizenship, life, the classroom, real world.
What's really critical about having you guys here, which is why we love having volunteers come, is we like to call them teachable moments, and that's when you guys can connect the classroom to real life. So there's only 3 of us on the floor in a day, right? And there are about 130, 160 kids, and we can't talk to every kid, and we can't have a conversation with every single kid and say, hey, like, what are you learning, and how does that apply to your daily life? So that's where you guys come in, and that's really vital. Anything that you can connect to their daily life. So they actually have to put in a $1.50 savings, and we'll kind of talk about that in a little bit. But that's one of those things where the kids go, well, I want to spend it. Like, why can't I take out that $1.50, right? So maybe if you can just help them understand why. Like maybe, well, what if your pet gets sick, or what if what if you want to buy a Nintendo? It costs a lot of money, right? Well, if you put a $1.50 away every day or every week, you'll work up to enough to buy that Nintendo. So just kind of teaching them simple things like that would really help.
Questions?
Yeah.
Just one question. What would make you happy?
I would choose A. Yeah, I would choose the same because I don't know. I love friends. I'd say A. Yeah.
You too?
I would say working with my friends and learning something new.
Working with my friends.
Working with my friends.
Making a lot of money.
Making money. Learning something new.
Learning something new.
Working with my friends. Learning something new.
Working with my friends.
Learning something new.
Making a lot of money. Making a lot of money. Making a lot of money. Making a lot of money.
Making a lot of money. Right now, the economy is really, scary.
Understood. Okay. What choice do you think would be chosen by the kids?
By my son, making a lot of money.
So what do you think about having to do work for a whole day?
I like it.
You like it?
I like what I do.
Oh, that's cool. What is your job?
I'm the DJ for Sony Studios.
Nice. That's a cool job. Ah, but do you think that having to be there all day long every day is going to be fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. You got to find a job you like. When they're in school, what have you seen in terms of a change in those kids from this experience?
I would say the biggest thing for me, it's a lot of work getting here, and there's a lot of teamwork put into it, and I think that they have some struggles along the way trying to learn to work in a team, get along with people who might have different ideas, and so since we spend so much time working in groups, when we leave, that aspect of school becomes a little bit easier for them because we put in so much teamwork to get to this point, and they see how it pays off during their day in BIZTOWN, that they're a lot more open to it as the year goes on.
There's definitely a greater appreciation for the level of commitment that it takes to master this kind of understanding and learning, and I think that it develops a level of patience and discipline in them that it's hard to achieve unless you've had a real life experience like this, and they're willing to be more patient, and they understand that there's a lot of skills involved with putting something together like this.
Do you think that they have a better understanding of you guys going to work or their parents going to work now?
Saying our favorite part of this is when we try to catch a student on their way, and they give us that same harried look that we might actually...
I'm busy right now!
And we find great satisfaction because it shows that they are getting it. And when they come home tonight and they come back to school tomorrow and they tell us about how their feet hurt, how hard they worked, and how tired they were, and how thankful they were that we didn't give them homework tonight.
What aspect of the experience do kids get most excited about?
I'm sure you heard this morning their wow, their screams when they walked in. I think there's so much they could do in the classroom to prepare, but then once they arrive through these doors and see that I really am going to be running a city for the day, that they're just overjoyed with excitement. And I think giving them that independence, they're making the decisions, they're setting the prices, they're working together as a team, really empowers them to succeed and hopefully understand the relevance of what they're learning.
From JA's perspective, what is the biggest impact that you guys want to have on the children with the BIZTOWN program specifically?
That's a great question. To select one thing, relevance always comes to mind, because teachers, parents, I think if all of us were even honest with ourselves, there's been a time in our sitting in a classroom thinking, why do I have to learn this, or when am I ever going to use this?
Yeah.
So if there is that aha moment that we can give to them, that, oh, this is why it's important to know math, or to be able to communicate, or to follow directions. If we can give them that aha, then hopefully they'll understand the importance of why they're in school and be able to really be engaged in all of their subject areas. You know, I during this time in our country, if everyone learned how to live within their means, we wouldn't be in this position. Right. So if we can have a hand in hopefully shaping responsible citizens, then hopefully we did a great job.
How do you feel about your kid being here?
I think it's a very important part of him growing up. I think that, again, this is a transition from being a child who doesn't have any idea of what goes on other than it comes from the parent, and this is the beginning of their time to learn the value of money and the value of an honest day's work, and all the different types of activities that one may pursue as they become adults. Yes, this environment will allow them to experience today in their realm as they are our future.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching